Hey guys, Bisket with another video. So today I want to give you some tips on how to improve your models for your FNAF fan games. For my first tip, I would like to state this is mainly a tip if you're in need for inspiration for a character for your FNAF game. This can happen a lot if you're making a new game where you don't know what character to put. So I take a lot of inspiration for my characters from animals. So Puffy's a turtle, Sammy's a shark, etc. So just look at animals, look at wildlife, and then see from that you can probably get some inspiration on what to do for you. My second tip, I recommend using gradients. Now, gradients are little effects that blend two colors together to make it almost look like there's a lighting effect on your character. To do this, to add gradients, you select the paint button. You select the paint button option on the side of your screen when making the model, and then after that, it will bring up with what color you want to pick. On this color, you should see a little circle icon. You want to click on that circle icon. Then when you click on the circle icon, it allows you to pick another color. When you pick another color, it will blend the two colors together to make a gradient. Now, you can blend any colors together, but I recommend using a similar one so it almost looks like a lighting effect. This is how you give your models an edge over others. For my third tip, it's very simple, but I just recommend taking time on your models. If you take time on your models, you can really put as much detail as possible and make them stand out. Your characters are going to be seen, probably one of the most seen things in your game, so you really want to make them look good so they stand out amongst the rest of the game. If you don't make these characters look good, the rest of the game will be bland, so you really need to spend time on your models, and in my opinion, I usually spend an hour or two on a For my fourth tip, I have adding detail. Now, how do we add detail, you say? So basically, you can add these little, let's say you're making a withered animatronic. This works way better with withered animatronics. You should make wires sticking out, all this stuff. And you should also add little, like, patches of darkened color on the animatronic to make it seem like they've been used more, because this creates a more realistic effect. You can even just draw little small black lines on the character that make it look like there's been some cutting of the fur on it. Now, don't add too much black lines because this can make it look very messy, so you want to keep this very clean and narrowed. I also recommend adding a glow to the eyes if you want, so you can do this gradient feature again, where you can just set it as, when you do your gradient, instead of having one color, you just cancel out the first by clicking the little red slash line on the bottom. This just makes your eyes look like they're glowing, and it looks really good, and especially if you have like a dark camera, it just makes it look very blended. My fifth and final tip, I have making your character look 3D. Now, this is way easier than it sounds. Simply what you want to do is, for example, let's say you want to make your character's head look 3D. You take the head, you select it, and you hit copy. Then you click paste. And then with the second part of the head, you click go to back layer, and then you position it so it looks like it's a 3D head. I also recommend changing the color down, because if you don't change the color down, it looks a little weird, and if you change the color down on the second part of the head, it makes it look very, the light looks very blended with it. So, I also recommend doing this with all the legs, etc., just copying it and adding another version of it behind itself. It just looks very good. It's very simple technique to make it look 3D. I've been doing it recently with a lot of my models, but yeah, that's a very simple technique on how to make your characters look. Anyway, that was 5 tips on how to make your models look better. If you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe. Have a good day, and bye!